Good morning and welcome to the channel. Hit the subscribe button, give it a thumbs up. Head over to my Instagram and check me out over there. I'll leave a link in the description of the video. But today I thought I would talk about a new watch I've bought, which is a fake Cartier Santos. And I thought what I would do is open this watch up and have a look at the insides and just see if it actually marries up to a genuine Cartier, or even if it's up to any sort of standard at all. I doubt it will be, but let's have a look. Here it is, the Cartier Santos, the replica. On the surface, it doesn't look that bad. It's not a bad looking watch. I mean, it has all the stylings of the Santos, a well-known and well-loved watch. But as soon as you get closer, you will start to see some horrific work. The first being the sapphire in the crown. Absolute awful job. I haven't worn this watch, and this watch has been in a drawer for the last few months. When it went in the drawer, this sapphire crystal wasn't like that. So it's obviously not made of sapphire, and it's obviously a dud. But in general, the face ain't too bad. It has the Cartier text logo, has the automatic, and it has the Swiss made, all found in the authentic Cartier Santos. It also has, in that Roman numeral indice, the Cartier text logo in the actual font. That's quite an impressive thing that the people that have made this replica have been able to do, mimicking what Cartier do. I mean, when you start to get in closer and closer, you just start to see the awful workmanship. You can see glue on the face dial, terrible scratches already on the steel. It's a very low grade steel. Also, another thing that I've noticed, you can see here, automatic. If I turn it over to the case back, maybe I can get a good shot of it. You can see there, quartz. So quartz on the back, automatic on the front. The bracelet is absolutely terrible. It binds up, it's not made very well, and it's just sharp on every angle. Terribly made bracelet. For something that's meant to be a clone, absolutely awful. Have a look here, the Cartier logo isn't centered. Absolutely awful. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it, but if you give it a shake, you might be able to just pick it up. If I hold the mic a bit closer, you can really hear that oscillating weight. That you can hear it spin. It's awful. It sounds like it's grinding. So this is definitely not an advert to go out and buy one of these. Do not. Save your money. But that's the outside. Let's actually open this thing up and have a look at the guts. So here's a better shot of the case back. You can see the quartz. So the quartz case back on the automatic watch. How funny is that, eh? So the screws didn't take much to get out. They pretty much fell out of the case back, so I don't think this would have been waterproof. The machining on the inside of the case back's terrible. Really rough. Looks like my baby son did it. So there's the movement. Just a bog standard, I would say, Asian movement of some sort. You can see all the really rough metal that they've used. It's not been machined well at all, in the slightst. This is just a few close-up shots of the movement and the oscillating wheel, and you can see just the finishing on the wheel, on the rotor is terrible. It's like they hand carved it. You can see a load of scratching here on metal. That this watch has never been opened since I've owned it, so that must have happened at the point that the watch was assembled. You can also see there it says TC. I don't know if that's the grading of the movement. Total crap. You can see the escapement there. You can see the pallet fork there ticking away. Took the oscillating wheel off just to have a better overall look at the watch, and you can just it's got no real shine to it. It's not decorated. It doesn't pass for any sort of quality at all, I would say. This is the sort of thing you'd pick up at a market, some cheap Chinese import. Yeah, the components that they've used aren't good at all. So these are the rivets that hold in the weight on the oscillating wheel, on the rotor. And I don't know, I think it may have been them that was scratching against the movement, which were causing that grinding sound. So here's the finish on the back of the case back, and it looks like they've cast it, like they haven't machined it out of a piece of metal. It's all pitted. The engraving it's not too bad, the engraving. It's, you know, equal to that of an average high street jeweler's. Here's the blue sapphire that's broken, clearly not sapphire, so that's obviously some sort of glass, but it didn't look real even when it wasn't broken. It protruded from the watch by about 3 or 4 mils, way more than an actual genuine Santos. Here are the lugs, really poorly machined. You can see how they're poorly machined. The holes for the push pins aren't great. And here's just some engraving that's on the back of the clasp. Not great engraving, but it says Cartier, so I suppose that's a bonus. So there you go, that's the fakie. Really poor movement inside. I wouldn't waste your money buying something like this. It's absolutely terrible quality. It's only going to disappoint you. and it's going to make you wish that you'd saved the extra 250 quid and put it towards the actual watch you want to buy. So don't waste your money. If someone tells you that they're selling super clones and you can't tell them from the real thing, don't believe them. They're absolutely feeding you a pile of bull. Don't waste your money. I am going to put this through a stress test though, so I'm either going to throw it off my balcony or I'm going to drown it. If you want to see one of those videos, maybe have a little vote in the comments below. Let me know if you want it drowned or if you want it dropped, and I'll do either one or the other. Hopefully you liked this video. If you did, like and subscribe. Follow me on Insta. Hopefully I'll see you in the next video.